we're all good there. Alright, we're streaming. I gotta get this up though. Hold on, where's my other? Okay. It should. Oh, do I have it all? Yeah. Let's see if I write a message here. Hello. Oh, might not even. Oh, wrong one. Show up? No. Let me go and see if I'm on live. Oh, it looks like I'm live. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. I am live. I'm here. Okay. So let's see if I write on here. It should say something on my stream thing. Oh. Why is the chat not working? Of course. Let's try it on this one. Oh, a new version. Oh, there it goes. It works, but I'm gonna pop out the chat. Pop out the chat. Is this the? Oh, am I doing like the only whatever chat? Like, I feel like they've moved the preferences. Okay, is this the wrong one? Okay. Emotes. Okay, channel modes. I want to just refresh this page. This is ridiculous. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm in the middle of trying to get it ready here. So this one's on. And the live chat is there. That's good. Then we have... Oh, so they wrote me. What do you call an old snowman? Yes, water. That's very, 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 very true. It is water. That's funny. Thank you for the laugh. Ninja, I love that. Okay. Okay, let me see. I'm popping out these chats so I can talk to you guys. I saw that on Twitch. Thank you for that. That was pretty funny. I don't see that on this chat, so it must be on a different like chat version or something. I'm gonna dismiss this thing. Oh, I'm on. Oh, okay. Where's my stream chat? Water. I'm trying to pop out the chat on Twitch, and oh, here it is. Now it does it. Okay, here we go. I got it. I don't know if you said that I thought you said that on Twitch, but no, you're wrong. Okay, let me see. So it is working. Water. Oh, yes. Okay. Now we'll go on. Hey, Leah, how you doing? I see you. It's working. It's working. Okay. Well, you know what? That was... Can you hear me okay? I hope so. Half the time it's echoing or something. I think you can probably, it's not echoey, is it? Okay, we're gonna prevent this from being seen because I don't need to see myself 20 times. And then we can see what we got here. I am going to, hopefully, pop out the chat on here. Oh, you can hear me fine. Good. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. That's Yvonne. Hi, Sharon. How you doing? Okay, good. I'm like, all right, let's see what I can do here. I'm going to move this like this so I can see that better. Like that. And then this like that. All right, good. All right, we're all ready. Hi, Kelly. How you doing? Welcome. Okay. Volume's a little low. Oh, okay. Let me see what I can do about that. Might be because, let me see. I have my volume so low on mine. Let me see. That might be the issue. Oh, I see why. Okay, is that better? Is that better? Yeah, should be. I think it is. Okay, good. All right, I'm glad you're doing good. All right. Or the volume's good. One of the two. Okay, so I'm all ready. I got here on time, kind of. I'm doing okay, Kelly. Can't complain. Happy 2 days after Halloween. So, yeah. So what should we do to start it off? Do you want to? Oh, it's okay. It come up a bit low. Okay. Oh, let's see. I don't know why. Maybe I don't have it closer to me enough to me. Maybe that'll be better. I don't know which one's which. That might be better. I'm glad you're doing good, Sharon. I got these past life oracle cards by Brian Weiss. I like those. Brian Weiss, he has a book, but I think they have different places on them and stuff. Okay. So if everybody's doing good, I can give a quick, we could do a quick, we could do like a little meditation if you want. I don't have any music planned or anything, or any meditation planned, but I could try to wing it. It is the way of me, the winging it. Well, yeah, I go with the flow. We could. I have what one do I have? Oh yeah, Yvonne's asked interesting about the past life cards. Yeah, these are interesting. Got them from a lot somewhere. Okay, Heather, I'll see you when you get home. Glad you stopped by to say hi. Okay, we'll catch up with you soon, Kelly. Thanks for showing up. It was nice to see you. Nice to see you. Okay. Well, we could do a quick opening up meditation. Let me see where I put mine. You laughing at my winging it thing about? I just wing it. I go with the flow. Let's see. Life cards sound good. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll just do, I'm not going to do a whole then I got to put on the sound and all that stuff. So yeah, if you guys want to on, well, TikTok wants me to say share the live, so do that if you want. And I will see what I got here. I'm gonna close down the sound thing now that we got that fixed. All right, so we'll just take a moment to just to kind of center ourselves. Just imagine a bright light above your head, and bring down it's a bright white light, and just have it come through as it's going through your whole body. So we'll start out from the top of the crown chakra, and then it will just come down. You just, as it's coming through your head, just take deep breaths. And just let it work through into your third eye, into your third eye chakra. And you see it just filling up that chakra with bright white light or purple or whatever color, you feel is coming from, spirit. Just let it fill it up and take away anything that isn't for your higher good or isn't for you. It's to clear out the energy that is not supposed to be yours. So we're bringing this through, and we're bringing it down, and we're bringing it down to our throat chakra. And letting it fill up with that white colored light into your throat chakra. Feel it then, ease your face and your chin and your jaw. You sense your shoulders, now that it's going through your shoulders, them relaxing. You feeling it go all the way down to your fingertips. Feeling though every part of you now starting to relax, right? It's going down throughout your chest and the top of your back. It's going to your heart chakra. It's filling up your heart chakra. It's opening it up. It's like a flower. It's just like spinning and opening like a flower, and it's blooming, and it's then filling up all your chest cavity and your back, and you're feeling it really relax you now. As your heart chakra is opening, you're also having it kind of emit outside of yourself into your own energetic auric bubble, and you're allowing that white or colored light that you decided on or felt fill up this bubble. It's going to protect you, protect the circle that we're in today. Now you're going to feel it go throughout the rest of your body into the sacral chakra, and it's going to fill that one up into the sonal. The next one down. It's going to fill that one up. You feel it all in your stomach. It's just really relaxing you, easing all the tension that has happened in the last week or day, just all energy just being, that doesn't suit you, is being now funneled out of you through these, through this light. And the light is replacing it to energize you, to feel grounded and safe and think of the other word, but it's on the tip of grounded and safe and protected from, spirit is always around you. So we are then going to the root. It's filling up the root. It's going now down through your legs, to your feet, your calves, your feet, to your toes. You're going to put all that energy that light did take out that wasn't for your higher good. It's now going all the way down all these roots, and it's going to go into the Mother Earth. Gaia is going to take that, and we're going to say thank you, Mother Gaia, Mother Earth, for taking this energy. Please take it, do it with, transmute it, give it to people that need it, because it did not suit me. Transmute it into something that is with your love, and then she then gives you some extra energy. It's like golden energy, and it's going to shoot up those roots, and it's going to fill up all the way up. It's going to come up to your feet, and it's going to go your legs, your root chakra, your sonal, your sacral, your heart. It's super fast, and then it goes to your throat, your third eye, and your crown. And it's just going to ground. Now you're grounded, and you're connected to spirit, and you're protected. And you take another deep breath, and you open your eyes. There you go. A little longer than I thought. But there you go. A little relaxing meditation. Okay. So we'll start off. And let's see. Leah said, "Hey, beautiful soul." So if you're here first, Leah, you're here first. Do you want a reading, or if let me know, and then we can go down. Oh, I'm glad you like that, Yvonne. Thank you. Hi, Sarah Bear. How you doing? Morning. Hi, Joanne. How you doing? Oh, thanks for the heart me. I guess there's like a fan club thing. Yeah. So if you do that, you get on my fan club or something. Oh, you like that? Yeah, it's my Negan Sluggers. I got that years ago. Thanks. I like Walking Dead. You like that? Yeah, I just did a. Thank you. I just did a. You like the meditation, Leah? I did a short opening up meditation if you just joined, so you can always check that out later on the replay if you want. It was off the cuff, it was a freestyle. So, okay, so yeah, Leah, do you want to try these past life cards? Or do you want something else? I got these other ones, Faded, a pocketed love oracle too, if you would like that instead. Oh, and then Joanne was asking about, was that you, Joanne, that asked that? Or was somebody else? Your name's Sarah, and you said, if I start working on this girl's website, will everything be good? Okay, well, I can give you a tidbit about that. Okay, well, I'll just start reading for Leah here. I know, Facebook. Well, all the sites. I don't want to just blame Facebook. Facebook is just as fast as everything else, but it's just like... Oh, you just woke up from a nap? You probably would have, yeah. I didn't have any music on. Okay, and Yvonne, you want anything? Okay, wherever you're drawn to. Okay, so for Leah, I'll choose this Faded, a pocket love oracle. So, and let's see what I got. There's not many cards to it, but I like them because they're cute. All right. Oh, I like this one. You know, self-love. So it says, Leah. I think just doing little things for ourselves. I feel like when I say doing little things, it's not like withholding stuff from yourself until you complete something. I think it's just doing little things just because, you know, there's things like I still do it. But like, it'd be like, I'm not going to do that until I finish this, you know. But it's good to like, you know, reward yourself in some way and just show yourself, you know, like, you know, you're with yourself all the time. So it's good to be kind and love yourself and, you know, just, I don't know. Just like, it's not like anything like spending anything on anything. Hi, Brenda, how you doing? But it's more of just like, you know, I am going to go sit outside and drink tea or whatever. And instead of worrying about cleaning up the kitchen, even though, you know, cause it's going to be dirty tomorrow again anyway, you know what I mean? So, and also sacred friendship. Oh, I like that. It's like, I guess what it feels like for me is, when I see this, I see the fox and it makes me think of like really like you have like, it's the type of friendship that they're talking about, and what really does speak to the soul is the kind where you can talk to, you don't have to be together all the time, but when you do talk, there's those that like remembrance of past memories that are just so like, I guess they're inside, I don't want to say inside jokes, but just things that you guys just know together. And it is like, it's like having, I feel like it's just somebody that you really vibe with, Leah, that really feels like an extension of no, I don't want to say like they're like you, but an extension of you. You feel like they're almost like a twin, but kind of like a soul connection there that is really like you guys really understand each other before you even are like finished. Like when you're talking, you don't have to explain exactly what you mean. They kind of know, you know? Not sure. Oh, can everybody hear me fine? Oh, I'm not sure if, I feel like also that might be like I feel like that's also like a family member too. It felt like a mom. Like she really does understand you. Leah, so that's what I got there. It's just having that, self-love in that. So there you go. I'll leave the love of spirit with you there, Leah. I hope you take that. All right. Well, thanks, Sarah, for sharing. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Funny. No, I think somebody else is here. I think there is Sweet Lisa's here, I think, or top viewer. I don't know what that means, but I don't know. There is. You celebrated your first Day of the Dead yesterday? It was beautiful. Aw. Oh, it was right. Leah on Facebook said, yes, so on point as always. Oh, you're welcome, Leah. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. Day of the Dead. I don't think I ever went to the Day of the Dead. I never went to a Day of the Dead festival or anything or so, you know. Well, I take that. I mean, like, I've done stuff at home, but, like, not like, you know. All right, Sharon's here. Okay. Is Sharon next? I think Sharon might be, and then Yvonne, or how's it work? Yeah, how's it work? I think, yeah, Sharon and then Yvonne. Okay. Oh, at home, yeah. Okay, yeah, and yeah, that's fun. So Sarah Bear said she celebrated at home. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've done that. I didn't do it yesterday though. I ended up, well, we had I felt real tired yesterday. I think it was just, well, I had to go, yeah, I had to do regular life. So, oh, and I put together this. Oh, you're welcome, Sharon. I'll get to. I put together this thing for. Well, I started doing it. I talked to Julia last live, and she started talking about. We're talking about the mental video technique, and I started putting together a PDF for that. So I was doing that yesterday, and then I was like, I'm never gonna finish this in time. So then I thought, well, I'll just send it to her for a bit, and then we'll figure it out later. Anyway, I still have to send it to her. All right, Sharon. There we go. So that's you know how that is. Okay. Sharon, past lives. Oh, 2 of them. This is interesting. So this is past lives. I don't know what we're going to feel right here. So I feel like, leaving or travel? Like you're going to be going on a trip soon? Or, and then they have knighthood. I feel like there is a part of you, I feel like it's more of a, what I'm feeling is it's not like a past life of like knighthood as much, but it's a past life of having a lot of respect. There was a lot of respect for you in your past life. I feel like you earned it. And I do believe too that there was like more so, I feel like this is a past life because, well, it just feels that and it feels like there's, I feel like you've earned the respect, but actually also like really wanted it. You know, you craved it. That's what, I mean, like drove you, you know, I mean, like that was part of your identity. I think this life is different. I feel like that's why you're in the life you're in now. I feel like it's the other half of that. So Sarah joined over there. It's funny. I think it shows up on TikTok on the bottom there. Yeah. But you could come here too, Sarah. It's funny. So it feels like this part is, you're more humble. You're not expecting the praise or the respect, but you do still get it. And I feel like there is that shadow part of yourself that, like, when you do get praised, there is a feeling of, there is a, she's funny. She's like, it does, I'm hopping. Do you feel like there's part where you're, you know, when you do get praised, there is that part where you're just, you know, it feels uncomfortable. And I think it's because you knew how you were in another life, you know, and it's like, now it's like, I feel like it's coming up to just explain that, to integrate the two. It's never, it can't be one extreme or the other, right? It's like to integrate the two into yourself, you know, and because there's good and bad in each, right? I mean, like, it's good to have your self-worth and be okay with having people compliment you, but then it's also, that could be narcissistic in a way. But then then you can have the other part where you're like, well, I don't want to ever have a compliment, and that's just, you know, I feel that makes me, but then that you're not really understanding your worth, your self-love and worth, you know, and then those boundaries can be crossed so easily because, you know, you don't really understand that. So, you know what I mean? So it's like a duality that I think you're integrating into this life more so than, you know, from what your past life used to be. I don't know if that resonates, but that's what I'm feeling when I got that night card. And then the leaving or travel made me feel like you were going to go traveling. I don't know if you have an issue with your, the top of, I gotta say, like somebody does, because I didn't have it earlier, but I feel like right here, just having a lot of, like it's stiff. So I feel like it's this balance. Yeah, balance, Sharon. Yeah. But I feel like you are, I mean, I feel like there was, when the way I explained it, the other extreme of the night, I feel like there in this life, you were starting to embody the other extreme, but you are bringing it and integrating it through your shadow, that shadow part, you know, that you would normally shy away from. You are bringing that through more now again. So I do feel like you are, like, it does feel like a, you know, more of a coming together of it. You have neck pain. Okay. Thank you. Because then it'll go away. Yeah. It's like rain. Like, feel bad. Because I'm like, oh man, that really hurts. It's like, okay, fine, I'll say it. Thank you, Sarah, for sharing. Appreciate it. I guess I feel like that's a lot with stress. Oh, Julia, thank you. Join my fan club. It's like this fan club thing now. I gotta set up the things. You're welcome, Sharon. Thank you. Julia, you're here. I figured out, I got the whole mental technique. I did this yesterday and part of Friday night after I talked to you. So I got the whole mental video technique in a PDF. And of course, you know, I wanted to make it look nice, and I was going to post it. We'll post a free version, and then if you join the Ko-fi, or I don't know, something. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm just going to send you the whole thing, Julia, because you're the one that inspired me to make it. I did a Angie in Wonderland version, so I have it all set up. I'm going to send it to you through the link to you in TikTok, if I can. I'm going to do that at least by 8 o'clock tonight. If I don't send it to you, it's because I can't contact you personally, because TikTok, well, I don't know if I can. So send me a message first, then I can message you. Does that make sense? So, yeah. But I got it all situated. It was pretty exciting. So I was thinking, but then, of course you want to put it in Canva and make it all pretty, and I don't want to just anyway, you know how that is. So I got that all done. All right, Yvonne. So I'm excited. But I got it all organized and everything. You're welcome. Yeah, I was like, I gotta get this done for Julia. Put some fire under my butt. So I'm like, I did it. Okay, so it's exciting. So I'll send it to you today, because I do have it in my documents of Google. I just gotta take out some of the the notes I put in for myself. Unless you don't care about that, then I'll just send it to you. But anyway, which, because I'm gonna have sections where you can do reflections or whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever. It's going to be so you can take notes or journal or whatever. Okay, cool. I know, it's fun, huh? Yeah. So yeah, it's cool. I have self-reflection stuff that you can write later, and yeah, and then eventually I can even send you the meditation part that you can go. I think it might be. Yeah, I'll send that to you too. So it's all the cool stuff. So I hope it helps, because I'm like, I think it will. Because it's just solving the problems through your higher self, through the mental video technique you're projecting on a screen. So it's, yeah. Cool. All right, Yvonne, you want the past life cards, or do you want something else, hon? And anybody else that thinks Sarah Bear wants a card reading, I think, or Sarah on Facebook. Let's make sure. I think I'm getting everybody on. I think Twitch is still on. Okay. Sarah wants anything. She's back on. She's here now. Sarah's like, I feel like you guys are my people. You're like, this is the way I would be. Okay. Let's see. All right. Yvonne would like, yeah. Oh, she wants a past life. Cool. Oh, look what my husband got me for Halloween. What did these got? He gave me the Chucky thing where he proposes to her. The pop. Isn't that nice? He doesn't usually buy stuff for me for Halloween, but isn't that cute? Yeah. He wrapped it and everything. It's so cute. It's part of I think the second movie or something. Yeah, where he proposes to her. Hi, Angela. Hi. It was so exciting. It was so nice. I was like, oh, thank you. I knew what it was because we went to Spirit Halloween, and I was like, oh, it was a Spirit Halloween exclusive. Sure, Julia. I'll write you down. I think you're after Sarah, and then all right, Yvonne. So Yvonne, Sarah, and I think somebody with a dot for a name on TikTok asked. So after Yvonne, it's the person that I don't know if, I think her name's Sarah too. And then Sarah Bear, and then Julia. So, yeah. Okay. All right, Yvonne. So the person that named Sarah, her name, she said, she's Sarah with just no H. If I start working at this girl's website, will everything be good? So I'm going to do that one after. Hi, Heather. Welcome. Okay. So Yvonne would like the past life cards. Which I'm going to feel like she's going to get Egypt or something. Watch. I don't know. Oh, transportation. I'm going to pick 3. Oh, nope. I feel like 2's enough. Yeah. All right, we'll pick one more. I said 3. No, Egypt. You made it. The Brown Heart Yvonne? I don't know. No. She's in, I don't know what the Brown Heart Yvonne is. What does that mean? Is that part of a book? She's in, Scotland. I don't. Is there a brown? Somebody know? All right. Karmic relationships. Oh, her image on her username. Oh. Is a brown heart. I'm like, what? I think I don't know what she has on YouTube, but she has on Facebook, she has her dog, I think. Well, yeah. Yeah, someone else. I just, Yvonne's laughing on YouTube. I don't read either. I do. I just buy the books, and then somehow from osmosis, I think I'm going to get the information because I never end up, well, I do pick up books, but it's not as much as I should. No, you're fine. I get distracted just by being alive, but it's okay. Yvonne, here you got karmic relationship. And health. And transportation. I have so many planners. Yes. Sarah Bear Yvonne is saying on TikTok that she has so many planners. I do too. I have digital ones. I have regular ones. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I have to buy another one to, yeah. So the transportation, I feel like that's more of like, I feel like you're going somewhere further for work. Like you're going to help someone further than you normally travel. It makes me feel, Yvonne. The karmic relationship, well, I feel like that's what I feel like this through your past lives. I feel like you have been with your husband prior. I feel like it's like, you guys work through, I feel like you work through a lot together. I don't want to say like you've been in like every relationship with each other, like as man and wife, but I feel like there was a time where you were brother and sister, and I feel like there's been at least 3 times where you've been together as, well, I feel like this is your 4th time being man and wife, if that makes sense. But, and health, I think is just, that is a common theme for this life, just health in general. I think of just not just with your husband. I feel like everybody around you, there's a lot of like, if there's anything that the family goes through, it's not like drama between each other as much. It's just health issues. And I think it's more because you guys are all healers and are people that are going through a lot. It must be a glutton for punishment. Well, I think you have a... No, it's funny. I feel like it's just for some reason, well, I feel like it's you guys are tied together in a way because of, well, the first relationship that happened, and it's more of like you're just tying together. Sure, Heather, I can do that. And thanks for the roses, guys. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, lots of health issues in family. Yeah. And I feel like it's not like the health issues in the family aren't as much of the drama. It's not, like some people can just not get along, and it's just like, that's the part of the family. There's always something going on there, but I feel like health issues, I feel like it's because you guys are all, I feel like people that really do have the health issues are working through a lot more of the trauma and doing more lessons, and it's going through the body more, I think that's why, well, we see a lot more of that happening. Oh, okay. She has cancer. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's, well, it was fun, interesting you say that, because like I was going to say with cancer, even that's why we see more cancers and illnesses, is because a lot of us have, we are working through a lot of the deeper stuff that is like, if we don't feel it, it is going to be trapped in her body and cause what is, cancer. So I feel like that's why a lot of more of it. I mean, there's other factors, obviously, I think that cause it, but, I think it's like always a perfect storm. Like certain factors have to happen for it to like, yeah, I feel that too, more so because, well, there's a duality to that Reiki that you're doing. It's even more powerful than normal because of how of your connection to her. So it's even more power. You might even feel more powerful with it than you have in the past because of the what's all involved. I feel like I feel like you feel that. You feel it more intense in your, like the feeling in your hands, or and how she responds, and but it's always, I think with all these things, some people just like centering on one thing. It's always good to do I think everything, everything that we know. I don't think we all know everything. It all works. I think everything just works together in a way. So I think it's all helping what you're doing. Does feel more intense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Are you having to travel to her more? Like maybe that's where the transportation comes in. Is it the traveling back and forth of going to her to do it? She lives a little further away. Like, or maybe you don't really travel that much. I'm not sure. It did feel like more like, my candle's melting on my light. Okay, sorry. Looks kind of cool, but so yeah. It's distance healing. Oh, okay. Okay, that's why. Okay, that's maybe where it's okay, that makes sense. All right. But I do, I feel like it is, just confronting those things and feeling those is what's happening with a lot of that. That's how it's going to work its way through more, instead of allowing it to root in health-wise. But I feel like, I feel like you're the one that does like explain that in a way to them. So let's see. All I see is a purple flower, and I want to give it to you, Yvonne. I don't know why. I see a purple flower. It's not like a daisy, but it looks like it's only got like three, like, it looks like it's got yellow in the middle. I don't know much about flowers because I kill plants, but but I feel like it's it's like it's got three petals. Oh, you're waiting to see it spread to her brain? Yeah. The thing is, when I was thinking, like, I was trying to feel, and I was like, I didn't want to, like, but I felt like was it breast cancer first? I feel like in the chest made me think breast cancer, and then it went, and then I felt like it would have been in the brain too, but I wasn't sure. So I'm hoping I'm wrong. I felt like it was in the brain. Because I felt like, well, is it breast cancer or brain cancer? Because I didn't really, Womb and liver. Okay. Yeah. Did she start with pain? I feel like I felt like my pain. Okay. sure, sir. Yeah, I'm sure she's worried sick. Yeah, that's scary. Yeah, I just felt like when I felt like here and then I felt like, so I don't know if it's like, well, migrated, but, well, I'll send healing to her, Yvonne. I hope. Maybe the reason why I thought brain is because you guys are worried about it more so than that's where it is. You know, sometimes you're just concerned. You know, the concern made me think of brain, but it might just be because that might be the link more so than that it's actually there right now. Yeah, bleeding more uncomfortable than pain. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I send her love to you. Love to her. Send their love to you. Oh, you missed my live. Well, welcome, Libra. Queen, welcome. Oh, thanks, love, cute girl, for following. And Sarah Bear, yeah, I'll see what I can do. Well, I send her love and healing to her, Yvonne. I hope that's a lot to go through, and you two go through yourself. You know, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, hopefully the MRI comes back. Let us know that it's all clear. Maybe that was what I was feeling more so, is that you're worried about the brain part of it. You know. You're welcome, Yvonne. Yeah, well, of course. I'm happy to provide spirit for you anytime. All right. So there's a Sarah, not Sarah Bear, but a different one. But I'm going to read what you said. Thank you. Oh, okay. Going through, I'm sorry. Being unorganized, so need a boost. Yeah. Yeah, I can hear that. It's hard. Let's see. I think it was Sarah with out an H that was here. Her name was Go F Toxo. I don't know. I don't know if she's still here. If you are, you asked about a website thing. I could probably just answer it real quick. So you said, if I start working on this girl's website, will everything be good? Hello, Chisholm. How you doing? Welcome. I feel like this girl's website will be fine. I feel like it's just you work on it. I feel like there's an issue with more so of just putting up boundaries and saying, this is what I can do, and then making sure that you don't, like, well, there's always that, don't over commit to something. Make sure you know what you have in front of you. But I feel like it's more of just making sure that she doesn't come to you and keep on asking get the whole plan right away. That way she's not constantly coming to you saying, well, now I want this, now I want that. And then, make sure you say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. And it's played out that way. I feel like she could then come and start adding things, and then you're spending more time on it than you originally planned. And then you're not getting paid as much as what you originally thought. Right. So I feel like, cause you're spending more time on it than what you're getting paid for it. So, I mean, make sure that you're just putting that boundary there, I think, because I feel like you're going to be able to flow together and to create together, but it's making sure that she understands that it's not an open door to constantly change it, so that's what I got. I don't know if that person's here anymore, but all right. Okay. So, and then Sarah, and then Chisholm asks, yeah, I don't think she's here. Yeah. Let's see. Chisholm asked, do I... Thanks, Sarah. Yeah, you asked for a love offering coming. Sure, I can give you a reading. I got you're after Heather. Heather, there's Sarah. I'm gonna do Sarah now, then Julia, and then Heather, and then you, Chisholm. Okay. So there you go. All right. So Sarah would like what would you say? Oh yeah, going through a bad spot, organized, need a boost. Grandpa's son or uncle, please use it. Okay. So, they showed me like a Matchbox car, and like it looks like a little, like, it doesn't look like, wait, okay, so it's not a Matchbox car. Okay, bye, Yvonne, thanks for coming. Thank you. Have fun. It looks more of like a scaled model car, if that makes sense, Sarah. And oh, Natalie's Lamborghini. Okay. And oh yes, okay. And then so maybe it's both, but it made me feel like a red one. More like a, I don't, it makes me feel like it's like, I don't, just Corvette comes in. I don't know if that's what model it is, but I feel like it's like a fast car one. But Corvette came. And then I don't know if that's, I'm trying to feel who that's coming from. Oh, your dad's first car was a red. Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to, oh yeah, uncle, yeah. I'm getting like a Mark or Michael name. It seems like, I know that feels like, well, I got Mark and Michael. I don't know if that makes sense to you, around you. Also getting issues with my stomach. He's kind of showing, like, you put, like, he's showing me, like, not me, but he's showing me, not me doing it, but like putting his hands on your shoulders, like just like you're moving around, and he's just trying to like hold you in place a little bit. That's what he's showing me. And I feel like it's just like to stop you, you know? I feel like there's just like a wanting you to see what's in front of you instead of like what is around you. You can take that. Yeah. Okay. Like, just look at this. Like he's trying to like you're, I don't know if you were trying to find something, you know, if somebody tries to find, you're like, where are they? And then you're like, no, you know, it's like, stop and look right in front of you, you know? I feel like it's just wanting you to, it makes me feel like there's other people around. I don't know if it makes me feel like it's during like an event. Are you having an event somewhere at your house soon? Like, I feel like it's like, you know, just, you know, there's holidays coming up, like, but I feel like it's more of like wanting you to like make sure that you're like staying present and with those people instead of worrying about doing the other things around you, you know. Oh, okay, that's okay. All right, there was a rainbow. Okay. Oh, is he stopping you to like look at the rainbow? Like, it's, you know, like, you know. Oh, wow, okay. That gave me goosebumps. yeah, just sit there. Yeah. Yeah. And just enjoy the, yeah. Um, I just feel like, you should take more deep breaths, when you feel yourself like feeling scattered. More so just, just taking deeper breaths and just, you know what I mean? Feeling like that, you know, I feel like that there's a duality here because I'm having the same issue with a lot of with a lot of like feeling like I need to go do this or that, and then going, well, why did I do that? I really should have been doing this. It's like understanding, trying to have the understanding of what do I really need to do now, you know? What is it that really needs to be done now? And I think that's the hardest thing with ADHD because we have that part of us that wants to go off and do the things that, what's important. So I think it's like, well, that brain dump, just brain dumping, like you just write it down, or even if you don't want to write it down, because I'm too much a perfectionist, so I then end up worrying about my writing or my spelling. What's good is just to use the voice texting, and not looking at what it's saying, just blah, 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 into your phone. You know what I mean? And then it's like just dumping it, and that way it's out, and then it's like once it's all out, it you can step back from it and go, okay, now that I just did all that, what is it that really I need to do right now? Because it's like, that's what's happening. It's just too much. I mean, like, I could go around and do stuff around the house, so I'm going to start doing this. I'm going to start cleaning up this paper stuff, and then what happens is I end up, like, carrying a bunch of stuff and doing everything, which is the way of women, right? We end up doing everything at the same time, but it's just like, wow, It's like staying in that one spot and doing what you think you're going to do. Yeah. I read that about the brain dump thing, and it really does help. It does, makes you lose your mind. I think too, having music on really does help a lot, because then you're not just listening to whatever's in your head. You're listening to music and doing it. Yeah, I used to do that too. Yeah, take a nap from being overstimulated. Yeah, a lot. Yeah, that because it's just all of a sudden you have all this energy, and you do and you got all these plans, and then all of a sudden you're about to do them, and you're like, I'm just so tired. And it's like, but then it's being kind to yourself, knowing that it's because you're overstimulated, and it's hard to get over that energy hump too. But when you are overstimulated, instead of taking the nap, maybe taking something for 10 minutes, that is what you are interested in, not like dishes or whatever, right? And taking it and doing it, and just for 10 minutes, and you'll see that you actually, once you start doing it, it'll feel good, Oh, I'm sorry, Sarah. Yeah, I feel you. I know. I'm sorry. Yeah, my heart goes out to you. It's hard. I even take medication for this, so it makes it easier. So, but at the same time, I don't want to have to, but I do take, but yeah. And then, they're always out or something happening, right? They're whatever. So, oh yeah. Yeah. Deep in the day. I think it's one of those things where too, is just be kind to yourself that, okay, but really the thought of it, that really helps me. And my husband said this to me. He's like, does it matter in the whole grand scheme of things? I have this whole room, which is supposed to be like a guest room, that has all my dad passed away in 2017. It has all my dad's stuff in it. Now I'm always thinking to myself, I got to sell that stuff. I got to do this and that and the other thing. And my husband's like, no, you don't. Does it really matter? It's okay. Do it. You'll do it. You'll get it done. But I used to have that guilt. Like, oh my gosh, I haven't done this. But then, yeah, he's too amazing sometimes. Like, no, yell at me. He knows I'm too judgmental on myself already anyway. So why pile on, right? Hi, See-Through, how you doing? Yeah, that's what you tell your husband. Just tell me. But I think it's him saying, he says to me, what's going to happen if you don't? Nothing. The world's not going to end. It's more of what you're putting that pressure on yourself. Nobody else is. Thank you. Thank you, See-Through. So it's like, once you realize that pressure is only being done to you by yourself, then you can, I think it's like then having that awareness, like I'm the one doing it, I haven't done the timer thing of like, okay, I'm going to go do it for 10 minutes or anything like that. I mean, that's my next on my list, but yeah. Oh no, don't worry about it. No. I'm not. Yeah, I'm still in therapy, so I don't know. I like my therapist. But anyway, you're welcome. I hope that helps. But yeah, it's hard because the whole spiral of ADHD is the I'm not doing it, and then also, and then you get depressed, and then you go this, and then it's a whole loop. And I think just getting enough sleep helps. I've heard, and get enough sleep, and also just doing the timers and stuff like that. Oh yeah. I don't know. Also, just sometimes just like I was going to organize, I think Spirit does help sometimes, because I was going to organize all these old files that I've had on my computer. And all of a sudden and then I had put it on this hard disk drive, and I'm like, oh, what am I going to do? I got to do something with that. And then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened, but my hard disk drive failed. So now I'm like, wow, that's a relief. I feel sad. I'm missing all those files, but then I'm like, well, now I don't have to organize them. Thank you. Like, I'm going to still see if I can get them back. But it's kind of like, after a while, like, you're like, well, now they're gone. Yeah. Like, whoa, it's kind of freeing. Yeah. Amen. Yeah. Kind of like, but at the same time, now I'm like, oh, they're missing. Ah. Oh yeah. 70s. Yeah. They didn't know about that. Yeah. It is so freeing. Yeah. I'm like, well, I don't wish a fire to happen over in my bedroom there, but at the same time, I'm like, no, I'm kidding. If it did, oh, no, I'm kidding. Anyway. All right. So we got, well, thank you, Sarah. My heart goes out to you. I feel that too. So, Julia. I don't think a lot of us were. You're welcome. There's Julia. Yeah, I don't think a lot of us were diagnosed. I think also it happens through the stress of just being alive now. I think so many people have it because, well, there's a lot going on. And, and I think that's how we're coping too. All right, Julia. Fairy tale heroine. Just a side note. I find it weird that a lot of people have ADHD, but at the same time, I don't. I feel like a lot of people my age, in their 40s and 30s, right, have it. And I don't know if it's because, well, just environmental things, but I think it's also like how we grew up. We're looking at latchkey kids, maybe. I don't know what it is. Where we had a lot more responsibility. Yeah, I don't know what it is. But it's, yeah. thank you guys for all the. I think it's, you know, it's like I said, it's always like with the cancer, it's a perfect storm thing. You know. Thanks for all the heart me's and stuff. Appreciate it. Okay. Julia. Snake. Wait. What made me feel, well, when I saw the snake, I thought of the, you know, the Adam and Eve story. And it just made me, you know, how people equate the snake to the, you know, Satan. But what made me, you know, what people really, you know, I'm just showing you my thought process here, is like what people usually equate the snake to is Satan, right? And made me think also like the feeling of who the, whatever, you know, the whole theme of that is more so when you're more thinking about doing things for yourself than others, like you're more like, I don't want to say selfish. I feel like you should be embodying that selfishness a little bit more. Oh, you love snakes. You have yours out right now. Okay. Well, I don't know. But I felt like it was more like just allowing I think embodying more of that part of like, I'm going to do this for me thing. That's what it felt like. Like, it's like, yeah, instead of on the wolf. That wolf came. I feel like it's just going against what people are saying you're supposed to be doing. You know? Like Red Riding Hood. I don't know if she went against what people said that, but it was a feeling like going against the norm of what people are saying you should be doing. Or that I feel like it's okay to do that. Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah. I feel like it's well, the wolf, I mean, this card always means like sometimes, well, wolf for me is a lot to do with like a father figure as well. I'm not sure if that, I don't feel like that ties in with you, Julia, but like my dad passed away is in spirit, but so, and I equate the wolf to him, but so, you know, they show me symbols that are relating to, you know, that I know, you know, but I feel like more so it's looking at and embodying the, you know, I feel like there's innocence and then there's the wolf, which is the primal, like, and I feel like it's more of like taking charge, like the wolf more so than, and I feel like it's good to embody that, not like fully, you know, you don't want to be, you allow that animalistic, you know, ego part out, but not in a way where it's gonna hurt others, you know, obviously, but I don't feel like you would do that anyway, but that's not what I'm not explaining it that way, but more so just allowing it to come out in a way. Yeah. I feel like I don't know if I feel like it is like a male in spirit that is saying, because if you're, you know, it makes me think, I see a male in spirit and it makes me think of the Skeletor like memes where they're like, but I gotta worry about me, and that's important, you know. I mean, it's all about me, you know, like that, and it should be, and an ounce away, but I think it's like making sure that you are, because who's going to take care of you if it's not, in the grand scheme of things, it's you. I mean, there are people around you that would, but I mean, I feel like who has the most, only your best interest, and that's you. And I think it's like, yeah, we do think that I do feel like there's people around that do have your interest, but really because of the world, you are the most, that's right. So I think it's just making sure that you're holding that for yourself, doing what's right in your own eyes, not everybody else's. And I feel like that's, like you said, that's a major theme in your life the last couple of years. So I feel like that's like also Spirit just really putting that like on a platter, like that is exactly what you should be doing. Interesting. Housekeeping. And I don't feel like that as much of like, you should be doing your housekeeping. I feel like it's like housekeeping your own, I feel like just your own health and your own like cobwebs of your own mind. If that, it's like making sure that you're not allowing these things to kind of cloud your mind as much, and kind of, allowing that to happen so that, you're keeping a good housekeeping of your own goals. You're not allowing other things to come in that are going to make you like forget or draw you away. It's like kind of trying to understand the whole, your own self and broader picture of that. I don't know. That's interesting. That's what I felt for that. It does feel like cobwebs like coming in and just kind of going around it. All right, Elisa, yeah. It's been what you've been working on, yeah. Okay, so I think it's just an aspect of that. I do feel a male in spirit. I don't know if it's like, I feel like it's a father figure more so than it could be a grandpa, but it feels like a father figure. I don't know if your father's in spirit, but I do get like a motorcycle or a dirt bike or something around that. Julia, I don't know. And does definitely feel like the word I don't know why this is funny. I laugh because I was gonna say the thing that popped in my head. The feeling of leather is involved, which doesn't make sense. I mean, that sounds horrible, but what I mean is like I feel like this person like would wear leather, like a leather jacket. You know what I mean? I don't know if my grandpa, that would be my grandpa. He tried to. Oh, okay. He tried to steal it. Like, okay, your motorcycle. Okay, yeah. Wow. Okay, so that would be grandpa then, because he just feel So you did feel like he was like kind of like a father figure in a way. Your leather jacket's a lot. Okay, all right. I will, Alicia. You're in line. You're in line, hon. I got you on the list. I do see him. I feel like he was a. Well, I feel like he was a drinker. How long does it take? It depends on spirit. I'm on Julia, then there's Heather, and then there's Chisholm, and then you. So you're not too far away, hon. You're 3 away. I think that for some reason, Julia, there's like, yeah, I feel like it would have been a blackout. Like you wouldn't really remember some things that he would be doing. That, so it was like it was him, but it wasn't him, type mentality, you know. So it was like, oh, when he was war, yeah, okay, yeah, I just feel like I don't know if he had like an issue with the back of his head at one point. I feel like he would have hit his head or something. Makes me feel like he fell down. It was it was a very, okay, bad fall, yeah. Yeah, I mean, felt like he fell down, yeah. Um, I feel like, you know, it just makes me feel like he has like would have a cigarette. I don't want like a cigarette or something in like a cigarette in his mouth a lot. Something in his mouth. I think it's cigarettes, white, you know. Um, Might even be a mini cigar thing. You know those smaller cigars. Oh, those would be, yeah, like a clove. Um, I feel like he visits you sometimes. Well, you know, they're all around, but I feel like you really know that when he does. That there's times where you really know. Like there's been like, I want to say like 4 times where you really really knew for sure he was visiting you. Like you had like a, you know, like you feel like um and hey Angie, how you doing? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Oh, really screamed at him. Oh, okay, that's what it is, yeah. Um Really screamed at you. I feel like well, you know, it's that feeling in spirit. I feel like there was a time where, you know, I feel like you, even though that happened with the motorcycle, I feel like there was a like I don't, I'm trying to feel like what it happened like after, if there was like a making up type feel, and it makes me feel like it wasn't like really like outwardly like talked about much after that, but it was like you guys kind of made up before he, you know, like it was kind of just an unsaid making up of a thing. And I feel like it, you know, he would, you know, he feels, you know, bad now, but that he would have tried to do that. But I feel like it's like it's not like you really like ever like really talked about what happened, but it was like a more of like a, like if it was talked about, it was very short, and it was like, okay, yeah, that happened. And then it was then what happened was, it was just kind of like a, like, okay, we just move on type thing. Yeah, just moved on. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then but I feel like you there was like a, well, more of a understanding of it too, of the way, I think it's just the way things worked, you know. He's just showing me, I guess it's flowers today, showing me a bunch of daisies. So I feel like he's giving me like, I feels like a big bouquet of them, a big bouquet like you would like of white daisies, and that was his present from spirit to you. So I'll leave that to you, Julia. Oh, There's a huge, yeah, it made me feel, okay, yeah. You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Julia. Yeah. All right, Heather. Heather. Scooby-Doo. Where are you? Scooby-Doo. Yep, Chisholm, you're after Heather, bud. And then, if Heather's not here, then I will go to you, Chisholm. Oh, Scooby's here. I'm here, your Niners won, yay! I don't know what I'm doing in my fantasy. I lost to my husband last week. That was something to swallow. I was against him. And then now I'm against the person that won fantasy football last year. And right now, I'm ahead. I'm at 58. I'm up there. I'm right there. 58-10. My name is Florida Men. I got the Florida Men. That's what I call them. Yeah. So I'm doing good. I'm beat that guy. So, who are they playing? I don't know who the Niners are playing. Okay, Alicia, you are after Chisholm. So it's Heather, Chisholm, and then you. New York, the Jets. Okay. New York Jets. Oh, it's a kind of easy team, I guess, right? But a win is a win. All right, Heather. I got the Enchanted Oracle. Aw. Snow White and Rose Red, Sister Love. I see a red cardinal there. Yeah, the Giants. Yeah. Oh, the Giants. New York. Oh, I was thinking the Jets. New York Giants. Okay. I don't know how the Giants are doing this year. The cardinal makes me think that you've seen one. A lot of people equate the cardinal to visits from spirit, past loved ones, cardinals, and I feel like oh, you saw one yesterday. Okay, yeah. I feel like when you see one, there's a lot of people do say. I think in England, or over there, it's like a robin or some other bird. But for here in the United States, it's the cardinal. I feel like more so that it's more of a someone. It makes me feel like it would have been more of a like a female in spirit that was visiting. For some reason, it makes me, I guess the reason why too. Well, Sister Love, I don't think it was a sister, but I feel like it was somebody that you knew that you were close to that was a female that was visiting more so than a male, even though the red cardinal's a male in general, but I feel like it was a female in spirit that more so. And you have a friend in spirit that so it makes me feel like more of like a friend. It just feels like somebody that you were very close to. I mean, it could have been a relative as well, but oh my goodness me. My candle's really going crazy. Okay. Candle, stop it. Okay. It's like really, it was really melting everywhere. Your best friend? Okay. That's what it felt like, a person that was about the same, around the same age as you. Not like right now, but like, you know, they, when she was alive, she was, I feel like she would have been just within a couple years, if anything. Makes me feel like, hi Kimberly. Makes me feel like she had brown hair. And, she's showing me like a teddy bear. It is brown too. It makes me feel like Valentine's Day. Something about Valentine's Day. And a teddy bear, maybe? I don't know if that's connected to Valentine's Day, but it was like, I saw a teddy bear and it was Valentine's Day. Maybe just because that month. I feel like there's something connected to February for some reason. No, she birthday was then, or she passed away then. I feel like you're not sure. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but I know there's a bear. There's a bear, like a teddy bear. Looks like it's, you know, it's like brown, and then well, it's funny. I said bear, and then I got Goldilocks, which is the three bears, right? I just pulled that after I did that. Is there something like with her that when before she passed away, was there something that just wasn't right? Like, you know, like in the Goldilocks thing, this is like, you know, like, oh, I like this bed or this, that, but then that's just not, but it's just not right or whatever. Like, not like, I feel like it's more of like something before she passed away just didn't feel right. And then then she passed away. Like, it wasn't like she just didn't feel right. It makes me feel like she, I can't tell she had some health problems. Okay. I was going to say, I don't feel like it, I was like, I can't tell you that it was like she was going somewhere, and then it didn't feel like she was going, you know, down the road. It felt like more of like inside her. Yeah. It just didn't feel right. And then, I feel like a lot of things too. I feel like too, there was like issues with, well, you said health problems, but I feel like more like she was getting them, but then it didn't. What the doctors didn't help. It's like they kept on doing different things, and it wasn't like, oh, this is just right. You know, it ended up, I don't think there was like something that could really help it. You know, it just, you know. She's showing me popcorn, and I feel like there would have been like time. I feel like you guys would get, well, you're best friends, so I mean, this is I mean, it can happen with her. But I feel like it's like a memory she's showing is important. There, just like, you know, like a movie night or something. I feel like you guys would get together more so, like to do stuff like that, or like popcorn involved. Something with popcorn involved. I don't know if she's talking about a memory, or if it's something that happened just recently. You should, okay, yeah. It's just bringing that up, and I feel like she really liked chicken parmigiana or something. There's something like about chicken, maybe feel like chicken parmigiana, like the chicken parm. more like, I don't know, maybe like a sandwich more so. I don't know why that, but it was like a chicken dish. It made me feel like it was chicken parm. I could be thinking of it differently, but is there like you know, a special place that you would get sandwiches from that you guys, maybe that was it. I just feel like there's like a special where she had chicken on it. Maybe think of a chicken because there's just like kind of like, you know, they show things that I know, and I felt like, but I feel like that connection that you guys had together, you know, it's hard to find that again, you know. I feel like she really, I feel like she's saying like she didn't feel like she's saying like that you really did like keep her mind off of things, and I feel like she did that for you too. I feel like it was like a mutual, um not like you didn't, I mean, you would talk about things that were, but I feel like there was like also knowing that when that was like when you guys were together, it wasn't it was because you know, you guys were able to like forget about stuff for a bit, you know, and be able to just enjoy life, and each, you know, it's just something about being like that. It was a very important time in each of your guys' lives, I think. Just to be able to like get away from whatever chaos, you know, the chaos that was happening either with her health or your life or whatever. You're able to just, you know, kind of sidestep that, and, you know. So, hi, Dawn Marie. Welcome. I feel like you haven't. I feel like there's a movie like you should be watching a romantic movie or something, rom com or something. And I feel like it should, you know, just kind of just saying, you know, go enjoy yourself. I feel like that's what a present from Spirit is. Like, go enjoy some popcorn and watch a rom com today. So, if you've watched one in a while, so well, I'll leave her love with you. Thank you, Heather. It's just knowing that I feel like it's just knowing that, you know, even the smallest of I don't feel like it was a small relationship, but you know, or friendship or anything, but I feel like because of the time frame that you guys were together and able to do stuff together in the whole grand scheme of life, it was a short period of time because she passed away. But just to know that how much you guys each mattered in each other's lives, even during that short period of time, is so beautiful. And to understand like how you can really reach out and helps that just by being you. And I think it's a great, just really saying how just being you and you being there helped her through a lot of things. So you're welcome, Heather. Yeah. So I think it's just very thankful for that. I feel like she just as well as around you, but also like enjoyed, you know, being around you, and seeing your you know, when your family was, you know, I feel like there's something about when your kids were younger that she would be around more. I don't know if she's talking about in spirit as much or when she was alive, but I feel like she enjoyed watching you and your family. I feel like it's more so when she was in spirit, but yeah. Well, you're welcome, Heather. Thank you. All right, so Chisholm. Thank you, Heather, for coming. You're home from work. Enjoy the day. All right, Chisholm said, hello. You're welcome. Good. Okay, so we got, did you ask something, Chisholm? I forget. Sorry. If you ask something, I can try to find it, or you can ask again. Oh, it was about, no, that was the other lady. Never mind. I was like, wait a minute, that was the other lady. Did you have a question, Chisholm? And then Alicia, if you're still here, I will give you a reading after Chisholm here. And Dawn, if you would like a reading, I could give you one too. Thank you for liking the live there. All right, Alicia. I think Chisholm. Oh, message from your late mom. Okay. Let's go to the mermaid one. Here. Made me think of a ballerina. Like a ballerina. Did she like watching like... Oh, no. Did she like watching ice skating? Chisholm, thank you for the rose. Appreciate it. It makes me think of ice skating. Like, well, ballerina, and then all of a sudden I thought of figure skating for some reason. You know, the figure skating thing? I don't know. That's what came first. I don't know if that's from your mom or something around you, you know, but... Okay. Let me just pull one more. And then sanctuary. Okay. So I got two. Reflections, what you contemplate can actualize. That's what it says, Chisholm. And sanctuary, privacy, inviolate personal space, respected boundaries, and taboos, which is interesting. I feel like I want to show that one to you again. I don't know why. I felt like there's like a bathroom where you're looking in the mirror. Have you been looking at yourself in the mirror and kind of like... There is like meditations where you look in the mirror and there's something about a mirror. Yeah, okay. Like I feel like there's meditations where you can look in a mirror and if you stare at yourself, you can then see things around you. I've never done it. Okay, Dawn. Yeah, I'll put you on the list. But I feel like you've been looking... I don't know if that's exactly what you're doing, but I did feel like you looking in the mirror, more so, and like, just kind of... Well, just looking in the mirror. I don't... and then... It makes me feel like you look a lot like your mom. I just feel like, especially with like parents, just knowing that they're around. Oh, okay. Dance spells and saying things I feel connected. Okay, yeah, okay, makes sense. That's cool. There's something about, okay, you know how we have our DNA, we're half, you know, whatever. But I do feel like there's like something to that where there is like the spirit of them inside us in that aspect. I don't know really, I can't really explain why I feel that way, but I feel like that's why there is, or what that means or whatever. But I do feel like that's like a concept I really can't grasp, but it's just a feeling of like, because that's why you're able to like connect with and feel a lot of them when they're gone too, I think, in a way. I think it's also just, we're all connected and we're not, I feel like was a psychic kind of connection between you two in a way, though, as well. I feel like you would have known when something, I mean, like, we're all connected that way already, but there was, because of that bridge of love that you had, it seemed, it was easy, just to understand. You could understand how she probably was feeling, even though you weren't talking to her or knowing what was fully going on. There was like, and you knew that. I feel like, they're knowing that she was going to call, and, it's like always the analytical mind, like, well, of course she always calls, but no, I mean, like, I feel like you knew, and she'd be like, yeah, I was about to call you, type thing, I feel like there was that. I feel like there's, yeah. It's funny you said the thing about doing spells and stuff. When I read taboos, I thought of like, like what people consider, like taboo is like doing the altars and the spells and stuff. It's not taboo, I don't think it is, but I feel like, it's interesting you said that. So I think it was going to that, your sanctity of your altar and your world. I feel like she does work with you with that aspect of yourself, that magic that you do instill through that, and that manifesting of the reflection, because of, the reflections of what you're trying to put out there through these things. I think it is like she is there to, I feel like it's like part of her also, like, kind of helping you bring that forth out into the universe in a way. It makes me think of, how we look at certain, like, archetypes or goddesses of gods and goddesses, and we have them on an altar or something. And then what we do is we kind of like try to embody that. I feel like there is like, or they ask them for to give you the strength to do so. I feel like you do that with your mom in a way, like she does help you with that. And then I feel like, it's helping with your development, and just, I feel like it's just like something to do with also going and just furthering yourself. It is, it's like it's a conduit to really opening yourself up and into what you're destined to do. So I feel like she's there helping you through this. I feel like it's like a creating of your life that you're doing. And yeah, so I don't know. She's just showing me herbs. I feel like you're going to work more with herbs. Does that make sense? Like more herb type. What's that called? My friend does it. She teaches it, but what is it called? That starts with an A. Yeah. Where you go to further on, or you call your ancestors and with some alligator pepper. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So she's there, yeah. I feel like it's more of like also doing the why can't I think of the word? It starts with the A. It's a theory of eating certain herbs and stuff, and and can't think of the word. So look it up. It's gonna bother me. It's like I know I have a feeling of it, but I can't like bring it up. Like it's not ayahuasca because that doesn't make sense. It's not that. It's here, let me go to her. Once I go to her thing, I'll know what it is. It's Ayurveda. Ayurveda. There you go. Oh my God, the Ayurveda way. You know, like yeah. So yeah, the where you like you through different herbs and stuff you can embody like certain things. I feel like it's like using the but I feel like you're doing that kind of too already with herbs. I mean, it's just yeah. She's just showing me like a it looks like I think you would do this in May Day maybe, or like spring. She's showing me like a one of those flower things that go around your head that you would do. Forget what, and Melissa's trying to help. Apothecary, kind of, yeah. It was the Ayurveda like system, Melissa. Yeah, this where you like you work with a lot of herbs and you the way you eat, can embody those things and stuff. I think that's what it is. I think that's what that means. Yeah, but yeah, I just working with herbs and can bring out certain help with ailments as well. But I think it also doing that can work with your spells, like certain things that or things things you use can help with the manifesting things that you want to manifest or do, like with. But she showed me one of those I'll say a halo, but it's like the round things you put around. It made me think daisy chain type like headband thing. She gave that to you from spirit. I feel like I don't know what she's talking about. She's talking about peanut butter. I feel like she really, I don't know. All I got was peanut butter. Like really, like I don't know if you've been craving peanut butter or what about peanut butter, but she showed me. I mean, it's just something around you that show that she's around. Yes, quick girl. You have one? Okay. So yeah, something like just showing you that she's there. Around you right now, She loves it. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah. So she knows. Just evidence that she's around you and I just feel like she feels like you're her heart, and I don't she said sweetheart, you're the love that filled my heart. And I feel like it was like that. It just feels like, that has never gone away. It's still there in there. So it's like, even though she doesn't have a physical heart anymore, it's still there. And I feel like it just feels, immense of unconditional, like, love. there's something, sweetie. I feel like, I just feel like she really wants you to know that, you're how proud she is of you, and all that you're doing is I just feel like it's like no matter what you're doing, she's just really is excited that you are creating and doing things that make your heart happy, and that really brings a sense of just pride, knowing that you have the confidence to do that, and and she loves you. So keep being you. Thank you, Chisholm. I'll send her love. I'll leave her love with you, and she's around you. Thank you for the roses and for coming alive. I appreciate it. Okay, so we got I don't know if I'm gonna say your name right. Asfi. I'm sorry, I can't say. I don't know what your nickname is here on here, but it says, will self-fully ask for my hand in marriage in future. I will write down your name, and you're off after Dawn. So I will sorry if I said your name wrong. I'm bad at names. I'm dyslexic, so I just end up butchering them or putting I think I put an L in there somewhere. I don't know. Anyway. Okay. So, Alicia, are you here, hon? I think you are. I can give you your reading now. Thank you for waiting. And Melissa, sure, you can get a reading. Okay. So, you'll be after Aspi, I think. All right. Oh, and there's Letty. Hi, Letty. How you doing? Okay, Alicia, you were asking about your boyfriend, I think. Going to cheat on you with his ex today, or is it if he ever has? Oh. All right. I'm gonna break with you soon. Oh my goodness. Okay. I just, the not even going with spirit. There's so many things like I was like, well, why would you think this? Blah, blah, blah. I don't want you to answer me. I'm going to go with spirit. But, the Angie non-medium is like, where are all these questions coming from, lady? I feel maybe it is spirit saying that too, but I feel like it's just like, the confidence needs to be there for yourself. And I feel like, too, and the value of what you feel like you're bringing to the table. If he's not valuing that, then he should be, why keep him, right? But it's how you feel. I mean, there's love there. There's, things happening, I feel like, we can, go and see what Spirit's going to say here. Spirit usually doesn't tell you exactly if he's cheating or not, but, see what they say. I mean, what I feel like, play. Okay. So, hi Joe, how you doing? If the cat's away, the mouse will play. I don't know. I feel like it's possible. They had play. I'm not gonna say for sure. I feel like you should take whatever anybody says to you. It's what's going into your depth of your soul and what you feel. It should be something that you have intuition about your feelings of him, and the way you're talking, and I feel like it's spirit trying to get you to understand that no matter if they tell you the answer yes or no, what's going to happen after that is all up to you, right? I mean, like, but it's, you already know the answer. I feel like you know that even if he is feeling if he has feelings for somebody, you feel like that is cheating. You feel like that's something, there's some that stirs something up in you, right? If he is holding her in a higher regard than you, then, you know, it could be emotional, you know, well, emotionally hard for you. And I feel, my heart goes out to you. It's not fun to have your head being played with. And I feel like that's what's happening, you know? And oh, he's going to do something. Well, I think it's all that you can control is yourself, you know? And there's going to be, if it's not her, it's going to be someone else, you know? It's not just because it's her. It's because of something else in him, you know? There's something in him that is missing. Obviously, he's saying something about this to you. He's saying that he still holds something for her, which is possible. It's not something as big as what you feel like it is. Maybe it just means that, you know, well, you know, they broke up. He still has feelings for her, meaning, you know, he still looks at her as a friend or you know, but I feel like it's understanding that once whatever he needs is also your lesson. Your lesson is to put up boundaries, not put up with things that devalue you, you know? And I think that's the most important thing going forward. So if this does happen, I feel like I feel like more of, if I were to, the feeling I get of it isn't that he's going to do something, but I do feel like there is, the way things broke up with each other, there are still feelings there, and he's being honest with you about it. But the thing is, the reason why he's being honest with you about it is because he doesn't want to feel guilty for having these feelings. So he puts it on you, and he shows them to you, and he says, this is this. Well, then that's your turn to then say, well, I don't agree with that. If you still have feelings for somebody, why are you in a relationship, right? Because you're not really truly in this relationship. But that's up to you to decide if you're comfortable with that, you know? And I think that's spirit trying. Okay, that's what you said to him. Yeah. And I think it's up to him to understand. So yeah, if he does break up with you, but is it really, I mean, is it really, like, do you want to stay in a relationship like that? You know? I mean, I don't think you do. Because why would you want to feel like this all the time and worry about him? You should allow a partner to go off and do what they want. I go girls' nights out. My husband doesn't think, oh, you know, is there going to be a guy there, you know, that's going to take her away. He knows that I'm not, there's like something in me that isn't seeking that out, you know? And I think well, what I was saying is I don't feel like he's going to. Things change, but what I feel like right now is I don't think he is going to do anything with her, but I do feel like there is like a flirting, you know, like nothing like gonna happen. I feel like she broke up with him, so I don't feel like it's gonna be a thing where she's trying to. I don't feel like she wants him, you know? I feel like she likes, like, the attention. Like, she's fine with, the, you know, the flirting back and forth or the whatever. But, and the whole, or the knowing that he's still whatever. Oh, okay. Well, I felt like she broke up with him. Um, or maybe it's just the thought, knowing that she's totally over him. It feels like she's over him, though, to me. But I do feel like she does like the attention. So what does that mean? I don't really know. I mean, she could still, even though she doesn't want to be with him still, but I feel like there's, yeah. But why would you want to be with somebody that is like you're having to worry about this with? You know, you should, I mean, it, it's either he's holding something here and it's either you don't have the no matter who you're with. I feel like it's because of what he put on you and told you. I feel like normally you're very secure in yourself, but I feel like it's brought this insecurity up in you. And I feel like it's something that you have to then understand that why would you have somebody hold that for you and have all of your security and your whole world view of him like shatter so easily? Why would you allow that? I mean, he should be embodying stability, not chaos, right? Yeah, it is hard to let go. I'm not saying you should let him go, but I'm saying don't understand what you're allowing him to do. You know, you're allowing him to cause that in your own head, you know. Because you can't control his actions. He's going to do what he wants to do. But yeah, you completely, yeah, I know. I do feel like he is going to pick you up on Friday. Yeah. I feel like you're going to get together. I don't know. You know, I do see a lot of like discussions having to be made, you know, about around this. So, yeah. It's something that I think it's something that should be understood, that, you know, what you think is what you're gonna, like, you gotta lay a line down, and that's all I think. I think you should be laying a line down for what you are fine with. If that, I'm not saying you have to say this out loud to him, but maybe it's good to, and say, hey, if this happens, I'm done. You can't, this is not what I'm not going to accept this, you know. And then I think and be happy that you did that. And, you know, and you got to put up these, and that way he knows that, hey, and not saying that he's then going to abide by it, but yeah. I think it's important, especially when he's bringing up these things. It's like, well, you know, if you're going to say stuff like this, I'm going to put up you know, I'm not going to, you start having emotional, no physical stuff, but you start having an emotional relationship with her, that I'm not cool with that. Not cool with that, you know? Oh, yeah. Well, I think it's also not worrying about, you know, just because you live together doesn't mean it's going to get easier. You know, if you're already worried about what he's doing when he's away, living together is, you know, but I think it's a rough patch. I think it's him trying. I think there's a lot going on. There's a lot more. You guys are getting more connected. And then he's like, well, but do I still, you know, he wants to make sure he's in the right, you know, he's being true to you and true to himself and how he feels. But at the same time, he shouldn't be bringing that up just willy-nilly all the time. You know, like he's putting it on you, which is kind of like a crappy move, because then now it's in your head and it's like, well, maybe he felt that for like a little bit and it's not all the time, but now it's like, well, does he? Oh, you know, I mean, like it gets very chaotic. The mind is chaotic, and sometimes you think of things and you feel things, and they're not always like, they're just like ships in the night. You should just see them just go by, but sometimes then you express them and then the other person holds that as what it is. Oh, well. Just know that, yeah, you're Oh, Lottie put it. Lottie, thank you for using that thing. Somebody used it. Thank you. Okay, yeah, but I don't think. Yeah, that's something that's outside of your control. So it's do just that can just also just ruminate throughout your head, and I think just realizing that just doing what you know you can do, and that's all you can do. Well, I'm not saying you shouldn't worry about it, but I'm at the same time worrying about it isn't going to help anything, right? I think it's concentrating on what you can like talk to him about and how, and then if he does, you worrying about it isn't going to stop it from happening, or isn't going to make it happen. I mean, it could make it happen if you keep on bugging him about it. Then it becomes more in his head, and then he's like, "Well, I'll just do it anyway." But I'm not saying that you caused it. You would probably done it anyway. It's complicated. It's more of like if you keep on, it's just concentrating on yourself more. You know, it's just I don't think you deserve to not have. That's not healthy. I agree. That's exactly what I'm trying to say, Letty. There you go. It's like, why would you allow him to put that stress on you? I understand because you love him and you've been with him, but is it because he's comfortable, you know him and you love him, and the fear of change is what is more of what you're more worried about, right? And being alone. It's not as much him at this point. Sometimes there is part of it him, but it is also the fear of what, of the unknown, and that's all I'm saying. So, but the thing is, you're never, ever going to know exactly, that. Yeah, you have to choose you. Yep. That's right, Letty. Because really, you can't control what he's going to do at all. It's going to there's always going to be, if it's not his ex, there's always going to be somebody that he's deciding that he has whatever. I'm not saying him. I'm just saying, I'm not sure exactly if that would be the case for him, but if it's happening now, I'm sure that it possibly could happen, in similar situations. But spirit, psychics, right? I'm a psychic, but there's some that just say, oh yeah, they're doing this, you do that. Spirit isn't going to tell you this. It's not meant it's for you to learn these lessons. What's the lesson that needs to be learned right now for you, Alicia, is more so, why are you letting him feel, cause this chaos in yourself? It's not as much of getting the answer. Will the answer help you? It won't, because it's just going to cause more. You have to allow whatever happens, and then deal with it at the time, I feel like he's confused. I feel like he doesn't know, because he's also wanting the attention he gets from her. He wants to, what had happened with that, and how she embodies something for her, and it's a duality. But I think it's not anything you can do or change to make it that way. It's more so him knowing that the grass isn't greener on the other side, and that he's not missing out on something. I feel like it's something that he, in his own body. Yeah, I don't think he doesn't. Yeah, because the moment he mentioned that to you, he didn't know himself. Yeah, and yeah. I'm not, Alicia, I don't feel like, I feel like there's too much chaos in a relationship for it to work at this point, for it to just there's too much of him not being sure in his own himself, that for me to even know, feel like I can't feel that. I feel like right now the way it's feeling is more of a short-term thing, because I feel like he's confused in himself, and I feel like he's gonna fuck it up. That's all I'm gonna say. Sorry. But I feel like he is. I don't know. I just feel like he's too confused, you know? And I feel like he put it out there to you because, yeah. No, I just think just by putting all this out there, it does put an energy out there that is hard to then, a hump of reality that is hard to get over, because once you put out that thing like, oh, I see somebody in a light that you want. I see this woman in a light that you want to be held in, right? And that's hard to swallow, you know, because you should be held that way. So to put that out there is then now giving you this gaslighting of, am I good enough? Am I this? Or why is he doing, why does she like him? You know, I mean, it just brings up a lot of this underlying energy that is hard to then move over. And it's not, you're not even living together. So yeah, I think it's a hard thing to, I'm not saying it can't be, but yeah. You're thinking, if I'm good enough, why doesn't, yeah, exactly. So, I mean, that's a hard thing to then go right back to normal. You can't then just go right back to normal after that, right? So, yeah. Well, that's the reason why you're getting that, Alicia, is because that's the reality that, you know, the lesson you're having to learn is that you shouldn't put up with it, you know? You want somebody that is going to look to you as that way. I think Don was laughing because I swore. Anyway. So yeah. I think it's just more of just, Alicia, stay present, stay with now, not worrying about the future, you know, not even worrying about what's going to happen 5 minutes from now. Stay with now and what's happening now in you, and not what's happening with him. And that's all you can do. And is there any way to fix it? I think it's just being honest with yourself more so before anything, and then be honest with him and how you feel. And I think you have been, but at the same time, I feel like he's confused, and he's not gonna break up with you. I feel like but then he's gonna keep up this whole thing of, oh, but I kind of like her, and I don't know, oh, you know, it's like, because you're both situated in fear of losing each other or of change. So it doesn't really help you guys or make you guys move forward in growth or anything. So yeah, it's always going to be, but then then what happens? There's this underlying of pushing down of feelings of something, and then something's going to come out. So, all right. That's all I got. I hope that helps. I really do believe it's a lesson that it's not just this. It's that, you know, I'm sorry. It's just the way spirit works. They're not going to, for sure, like, I don't, you know, do that. I just can't, yeah. You're welcome. It's more of a higher self of understanding of what you should be dealing with the situation, more so than if it's yes or no, if it's actually happening. Self-love and choose yourself, even when it's hard. Yep. And it's that's right. And it's when you have, it's the change and the fear of change that is more so the underlying of it. There is the love there, but there is the fear of change and of being alone and not feeling that love that you should be giving yourself. You're allowing whatever love that you should be giving to yourself, you're allowing that to come out from outside of you, where it should be you should be giving that to you. Yeah. So you're welcome, Alicia. Thank you. I'll be thinking of you. I'm sorry, having all that. It's not fun. So. All right. All right, Dawn, and then I think think then it's Letty, because she used the awesome play together thing. The thing, which I guess didn't really, I guess I changed the reading cue from follower circle, but I guess it still says follower circle. So, well, there is always a thing to, yeah, there is a way to do that. Yeah, I mean, definitely you can. There's always transversing past what, Alicia, what has happened, but that has to be mutual on both sides. It's a growth of both of you, and I feel like you have that in a way, but with him, I don't know. I mean, he's got that confusion, so he's got to go past that. Yeah, so he's got to go past that and learn from him, learn whatever his lesson himself. There's nothing you really can, you dressing up a certain way or doing certain things isn't going to help him go past that. It's always going to be there in some aspect that he's going to be. Yeah. Hi, Dawn. I feel like you're going to see him on Friday, yeah. All right, Donnie Dawn. Donnie Dawn. Where did that come from? Donnie Dawn. Donnie Dawn. You want to read it? You want to read? Okay, we're going to, no, put these down. We're going to put those down. Oh, wait. I got these one cards. What did I have? Wisdom of the Oracle. Hi, JD. How you doing? All right, Heather. See you next time. Enjoy your weekend. Rest of your weekend. Your week. See you soon. All right. Blessed. Where'd you move on to, JD? Oh, from Facebook. Oh, was it not going on? You're Joe. You're Joe from, okay. I see. All right, Dawn asked for this. So Dawn, here's blessed. Oh, so you can see the messages. Yeah. Well, it shows up on the picture, doesn't it? It shows up on my feed on the side, or is it not showing up now? I should. Or is TikTok not showing up on that side? Oh, maybe I didn't enable preview. Oh, okay. Let me see. Hold on a second. Oh, I might have not. I thought I did. Oh, you're right. You're right. They aren't going on there. It's because I never clicked on this one. Oh, you're right. You're right. Dang. Yeah, I understand why now. I never clicked on this thing to show the messages. Well, they'll show up now. Sorry about that, guys. That makes sense. I guess I wasn't seeing them up there either. I was looking down here. Okay. Yeah, I'm supposed to click on the live thing up there. Oh, okay. All right, so I can tell you, Lover Girl, and after Melissa. So, all right, so Dawn, you got the word blessed. I don't know if I meant to do that. So I'm going to do this. Oh, you want to find my meditation videos? Okay. Oh, the ones with the Joe, are you asking about the ones that I just have the playlists, the ones I listen to. I have that on on the YouTube, and I could put a post again on Facebook if you need. But yeah, they're not mine. I don't have any that I actually have. I mean, but I'll do that because I did make playlists. I got to add to more of them. You know, I have short ones, I have long ones. But if you go on YouTube, my YouTube, in my bios, you'll see a Linktree link, and then it has all my links. And then, but in my YouTube, I have, if you go to my channel and you go to my playlists, it should have on there all the meditation ones. So there you go. Hello, Tinku. So, but I will put it on. I'll post it again. All right. So Dawn, you have. Yeah, I look on YouTube. You have blessed, and I feel there's like a bubble there, which is interesting. Thank you for the follow. Well, it looked like a bubble. I just felt like it was more like just like you protecting your energy more, but also just feeling grateful for a lot of things, Dawn. And you're wondering what okay. And then highlighting messages here. Just feeling grateful for a lot more things. There's something that I don't want to say that it's just grateful for for life in general. It makes me feel like more so there's something that you're really grateful that just happened, Dawn. I feel like there's like somebody had reached out to you and explained something to you recently. And I feel like you're very grateful for that. I feel like it's like it eased your mind a little bit. It's like it was like something like you've been like wondering about, and then they said to you, they explained like, yeah, I've seen that happen, and I want you to know that I've and they've reached out to you. And you feel very grateful and for that connection of I feel like it's already happened. I don't feel like it so that's what I feel for that. They had serendipity. I felt like that was more of like the green in their hello. With like your heart chakra, Dawn, and yeah, I just feel like this overwhelming of like appreciation that person came to you. I don't know if this has happened already or if this resonates, but and I feel like exchanging of gifts, it says, but I feel like it was more of an exchange of ideas and how you were able to like of why this is I feel like it's also just talking about it with them. I feel like it's an exchanging of ideas of why it's happening and the feeling of that. Yeah. It just makes me feel like there's like you're sitting on a couch. They're showing me a couch. I don't know if your couch is like a pattern on it. It makes me feel like it has the fates. I like that. So I feel like it's just like fated for you to it just makes me feel like there's like things that have been happening that are just feel like they were meant to, how they fell is the way they were meant to fall. And that's what I feel. I feel like the way that it if the way that it all played out, it was in line of that. So yeah. I don't know if you're here, Dawn. But there you go, Dawn. I don't know if you could take all that or if that resonates, but I'll leave their love with you. I just feel like it was more of just explaining. I feel like it's, family and spirit, just feeling good that you're actually getting that reassurance, because I feel like it's been something that's been bothering you for a while. Okay. Let me write this down again. So I got Asfi, and Asfi's next, then Melissa. Oh, you're here. You're just not sure. Okay. Well, maybe it's something that's happening like later on. I just feel like somebody's going to come to you and like have that. I feel like there's going to be that talk. I don't know if it's just, I feel like it's more of something that it's been bothering you that you're going to have more clarity on. I feel like you've had an issue with, like more of a I just feel like it's another woman. I feel like it might be a sister. It's going to come and like talk to you, and it like she has an awareness of what's happening around you, and then she's going to explain more so, like bring clarity to something that you've been worried about. I feel like you've been worried about a male. Yeah. So hopefully, yeah. I feel like you've been worried about a male, and it's more like, I feel like that's what's going to happen. I feel like it's like more of like exchange of ideas and how you can kind of go forward or just understand things. Just more of it's like a gift she's giving to you. Like you feeling like you're being heard and understood more so than you have felt in a while. And that's what I feel like. So. Well, thank you, Dawn, for coming. I hope that happens for you, but I feel like it's more of something that's gonna happen more so than it has. Like that's why I was like, I don't know if it's happened yet, but I feel like it's something that's like you're gonna be grateful for. So, thank you, Dawn, for coming. Yeah, I feel like it's like a sister, or it's like you're gonna be sitting on a couch, who's gonna explain this to you in some way, and yeah, so. So I got a lot of people on here. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be on, but I got Asfi, Melissa, Lover Girl, and I think Tinkio, and hello, Noaxlo, and Bonalo. Okay, so you're welcome, Dawn. Thank you. I'm gonna give the 4 more readings. So I'll give them Asfi, Melissa, Lover Girl, and Tinkio if they're here. And then I'm gonna have to sign off. Hi, Tantika. How you doing? Oh, I said Letty too. Letty's here. All right, Letty. So I think Letty's for next, and then it was Asfi, Melissa, Lover Girl. Okay, and then we'll see. And then there's people, like, if those people aren't here, then we'll keep on going until I have whatever, but we'll see. Well, I've been on for a bit. I'm gonna call it a day pretty soon here. I'm sorry, Tandika, but I got you'd be pretty far on the list. I'll put you down, and if nobody is actually here, Melissa's here, then if I end up I want to give 5 more readings. So Melissa's here. I'll give Melissa first, since she's been waiting. I think Asfi was here, but I don't know if she's still here. But I think I'm saying her name right. Okay, yeah, Tuesday. I'll be here Tuesday. Tuesday at 5. Oh, Asfi's here too. Okay. All right. Let's see. Hi, Stacy. Yeah, Tuesday at 5. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's do Melissa. I'll read Melissa and then you, Aspie, okay? All right, Melissa. We're gonna do we'll do mermaids. That's what we're gonna do. Because I don't know if Letty's here, so we're gonna do Melissa first. Okay. So Melissa. Same card again from that thing. Yeah, I gotta do different. Maybe I gotta do a different. Hold on. Let's see what I get. Okay. Well, it might be for you too. I got reflections, which is when I did this earlier. I got the same. What your contemplate can actualize, and Coral's wisdom, colony delicacy, fragility, works that are created over great periods of time. So this is for Melissa. I had to pick that many. So hi Stacy. I don't know if I'll get to you, hon. We'll see. I got a list and I'm gonna be signing off pretty soon. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I do private readings too. So, but yeah, I can see what I can do here. So Melissa, I don't think you had a question. Oh, hi, Disney fan. Let's see. Melissa. I think you just said. You just wanted to. Just want reading. Okay. Well, there's manifest. I feel like you've been manifesting. I feel like there's also knowing what you are looking at sometimes is actually, sometimes when you're looking at things and you see things outside of, you're looking at them, I feel like it's also understanding that that is also inside you. That's why attention is being brought to it for you. So like there's things that have been happening where you're like, why did that person, I feel like it's like, why am I seeing this? And it's like, because it's also it's something that you need to pay attention to because it's something that you're missing inside yourself. If that makes sense. If that resonates with you. I feel like it's more of and I don't know if you're like working on this Coral's wisdom. It feels like there's something you've been working on that you've been creating, and it just keeps on like it builds upon itself type thing. And yeah, it makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I feel like there's something else that you're doing that's building upon itself, and it's becoming and I feel like you're like not really sure when you're going to be done with it. I don't know if it's like more sort of a journal. It feels like more of a journal or writings that you're doing. I don't know if you do a lot of writing, but it keeps on evolving. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it's one of those things where like you don't know if it's like when it's like almost like it makes me feel like that, the Mona Lisa type thing. Like it's like, well, is it, he never knew when it was ever done, but everybody thought, you know what I mean? I don't think you're ever going to really feel like when it's done, a book. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like, okay, so it is a book. So it feels like, but maybe it's just going to be that way. It's just a constant, you're going to have to put it in different, let it expand the way it just it just makes me feel like don't put any restrictions on it. And make sure that, because I feel like then it feels like you're putting it in this box, and I feel like don't put it in a box, allow it to breathe. And if it does become more than you thought it was, fine, then you just do it and in sections and like, you know what I mean? I think that's what it feels like to me. So, but I don't think you should allow, it to be stifled. Don't stifle it, I guess is what it is. But I feel like it's building. It makes me feel like there's a lot to do with like being something about being a woman in a way. I don't know what it is. It's just embodying that, and then the feeling of how you feel and be, and not being, some about being seen and understanding of that. I don't know if there's it feels like a mother and spirit or something. It just feels, that more so. Just something about embodying that woman. It's just like, and being, and having that, allowing other people to kind of share in that same experience, and knowing that they're not alone. I guess is the whole thing. I don't know what that is, but I don't know if that's part of what the book is about, or about like, embodying that. But it just was, I felt like a lot, like just like a connection between that and somebody in spirit that was really wanting to be to, like you, that communal appreciation and understanding of life, and how we build each other up in a way, through the connections we make. I don't know. I don't know what that is, but it's just a feeling. I don't know if it resonates with you or but with what you're doing. But I felt like it was like more of like a mother grandmother feeling. I felt like a real warmness to it, and a sense of just the connection of an understanding of what things you have to go through sometimes, being a woman or something, like, I don't know if that's, yeah, I don't know. Oh, something you put on the back burner. Okay. Bring it forward. Yeah. Well, I think it's just, I don't know why that, yeah. Yeah, they're just bringing it up. I don't know if it's something like because of grandmother, or I feel like a mom figure. Yeah. So, unless, I don't think it's a guide that's mentioning this, but I feel like I don't know if it's them. I feel like it's I don't know, just, I guess, just keep on working it. They're showing that you're don't stifle what you're doing, and don't put a damper on it, worrying about if it's getting too big. Just let it go. And I think it's just the flow of what you're doing is what they think is, you're doing exactly right. Just don't, I think there's just a concern that something will come in, like it makes me feel like another person that that wants to help, promote it or whatever, is going to say, well, we should do this. And it's like, well, don't put a stifle on it as much. It's, you don't want to, you want to make sure that it's, yeah. So make sure that you're, wanting it to be what it is, because I feel like that's where the true breathing of it happens, and the you don't want to put a damper on it. It won't be as big of an energy feel as what it is now, so. You're welcome, Melissa. Thank you for coming. That's exciting. I would love to hear what it's about. I'll see you later. It's amazing. Yeah. That's exciting. It's always fun to create, and, I feel like you just really beam that, Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Waiting. I don't know if Letty's still here. If Letty's still here, I can give you a reading, honey. Or if I don't know if a pocket. Oh, what's her name? It's Apothecary. I've read Apothecary up there, and then I was like, wait, that's not Apothecary. It's what's her name? Ask me if you're around. I'm ready. And then. And then there's Stacy. Okay. Oh, Aspie's here. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I've been on for almost 2.5 hours. I've been on for 2.5 hours, so that's why I don't really want to go too far. You got a lot of you here, so we'll see what I can do. I'm going to do Aspie and then 2 more. So we'll see who's all here. I think Lover Girl was after Aspie, and then Tiny Aiko. Thank you, Melissa. Appreciate you. So I'm sorry, Disney fan and Stacy, and I'm not sure if I'll get to you, but I will be on again on Tuesday. So if you're on Tuesday at 5:00 p.m. Eastern time, I will read you then. I'll remember. So just follow, and then I'll make sure I read you on that day. Okay. So. Okay, Aspie, you asked about a hand in marriage, right? I think Hi, Brittany, Lynn. I'm sorry. I got a lot of. I'm got a big backlog here, so I'm kind of I'll be on again at Tuesday at 5. Aspie asked about. I'm gonna do 3 more, and will Selfie ask for my hand in marriage in the future? Okay, so Selfie. Let's get ready. I don't want to do those anymore. Let's see. I'm getting cards. I feel like that's a yes. I feel like it's more of like I feel like there's a hesitation with that though, but I think it's more. Yeah, Brittany. Sorry, you could just follow, and then I'll be on Tuesday, or come back Tuesday at 5. So, or I'm on every Sunday at 3, or every Tuesday at 5. So Aspie, I feel like yes. I feel like the reason why there's a hesitation though with it is that because I just feel like that, I don't know if he ever saw himself getting married. I feel like he kind of, it's not, I don't feel like it's, I feel like it's the reason why is because of just things that happened around him and people he saw and what he didn't, and that's the way. The power of silence. And I feel like, just, mentioning it a lot or whatever is just going to kind of cause him to pause. I think it's just like, he doesn't want to, I feel like a lot of it is, like him not wanting to be, he's just one that if somebody keeps on, he's one like, I want to say like me, where if you tell me to do something or that I should be doing something, I'll probably then not do it just because I don't know, because I'm weird. Well, you know what I mean? So I feel like if you keep on asking him, he's going to be more apt to like not want to be pressured. He wants to do it because he knows that it's coming from within him, and it's not because you're, I don't want to say pressuring him, but because you're asking him. He's stubborn, yeah. like this whole thing about that movie, that Netflix movie with the demon hunters. Everybody's so excited about that, right? And everybody's like, you should watch it, you should watch it. And I'm like, I'll watch it when I want to watch it. like I know I do want to watch it, but it's like, when everybody starts getting on the bandwagon, I'm like, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, so I do feel like he is. It's just like, be patient, just stay present, and I feel like just don't keep on bugging him. It's like he knows what he feels like in his heart. The more, I'm not saying you're bugging him with it or anything, but just don't, if you bring it up too much, it's going to make him think, well, is it because she wants it that I'm doing it? It gets a little bit more, he starts overthinking it too much. And yeah, so there you go. I say yes, but okay. I think it's going to be really special. I don't know. It just makes me, it's exciting, but you just stay true to yourself, and you're not together for now. Okay, well, I feel like it. I felt like he was. Not that. Never know. I felt like you have some aspect of togetherness right now, though. I feel like you're talking to each other, right? I feel like there's like more so, that's what it felt. I mean, I felt like you're talking to each other and you are like together, but not like, I guess you're saying like you guys aren't decided to take a break from each other. But that's where the whole thing about not, not badgering, but like talking to him about being together is going to cause him to not know. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just think it's something to do with like you talking to him, and if you are talking to him and he's not going to know in his heart if it's really right or not. So is that where the silence came from more so? It was the silence card. It's too busy. Where did I put it? Yeah, I guess I think it's just allowing him to, the power of silence, just allowing him to feel his own feelings for you without influencing them in a way. So I think it's good that you're not talking. So I think that will bring it out more so than anything. He'll come and reach to you instead of you reaching to him. I think it's allowing him to feel that that now that you're away, him wanting to feel like he wants to come back to you. You know what I mean? So, but I do feel like there's, an aspect to it that you are going to, get together. But so I think but the power of silence is a big issue there, because I feel like you don't want to cause it to like do that. Yeah, listen from the heart. Yeah, and instead of talking to him about it, he's got to listen. He's gonna have to listen to his heart about his own heart. So it's that's what it says. I can't get it to focus. Why aren't you focusing? Camera's like, no focusing. There it is. So there you go, Aspie. I hope good luck. You just got, even though you can see his status, just focus on you. Focus on you and allow him to come to you. Don't worry about when it's going to happen. It will happen. He's got to sit with it himself and understand that you're doing your own thing, and then eventually he'll come. It's just that you just, allow him to feel it and listen to his own heart rather than feeling like he, is obligated or that, oh yeah, you just let it. All right. I think that's more of a thing. All right. Lover girl, if you're here, you're next. If you're not, then Tiny Oxo, you're welcome, Aspie. Tiny Oxo, I think is what your name was. Sorry. Tiny Aiko, there you go. Pindy is your name's Pindy. So, okay. Pindy is my marriage with Alfred over. I think you asked. Thank you for the follow, Zamia. Zama. Okay. Thank you, Zama. I don't think Tiny Aiko is here. Is she? If you're here, Tiny, let me know. And your name is Pindy. Pindy, if you're here. Pindy. Otherwise, there was... I don't know who's next after that. All right. Well, Stacy, I think you are... I don't know who else is here, but I can do one more reading. So whoever says it first gets a reading. Oh, okay. Knuckles here. Okay. There we go. Julia's laughing. All right. Last reading. All right. And okay, Knuckles. Okay. What was your question? You asked. Yeah, thank you, Aspie. That was very nice of you. I was like, what? What was your... Did you have a question? Oh, yeah. Will things between my current partner and I ever get better, or it's just done? Okay. Abong... Guile... Yeah, Disney fan. After, since you're on YouTube. Yeah, then I'll do after this one. Then it'll be my last one, Disney fan. Okay. I feel like what came was a sunset. That's what I saw. Was a sunset. But it made me feel like it was just like it's a new day. I just felt like it was just like a I don't know if that means, let me look. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it just felt like everything started to clear out, and that's what, it's kind of interesting. It's kind of like the same here. It's like, stop pulling and stop striving. It's like you see them leaving there. I feel like it's more of instead of like, I feel like once you guys start more of having a compromise, then I feel like it's like once you guys, instead of worrying about if you're I equate it to this, and this might be very very rash or like whatever. It's like I'm not equating you guys to dogs or anything, but like, you know how dogs like take and they want to keep on peeing on the tree, right? And they'll keep on peeing on the other tree. The other dog comes back, he pees on the tree. It's not seeing who pees on the tree higher. It's like, just stop making it that way, you know? It's not a peeing contest. It's, it's not who did this and who did that and everything like that. It's more of like, allow it to just, you are now, you are a team. And if you're always looking to, I did this, and then he's like, yeah, but I did this, and this, and this. It's always going to be a contest, right? So I feel like it's like, stop doing the contest. You both bring something to the table. You gotta understand that if you know you and it's doing that. I don't. Yeah, you keep on doing that. Yeah, it's like it's knowing he holds that for you and you hold him, in a different way, and in knowing and being grateful for what he does, and that it's like you guys don't feel like each other is grateful for each other, and it's like no, you do, but you want him to say it. Why does he? That you already know he's grateful, and you already know you're grateful for him. So it's like you want that outward words to show it, but at the same time, it's because you're not. You feel like you're not. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You should be doing that to yourself and knowing that more so than having him do it, because I feel like it's just a very busy time right now, and it's I feel like it's in a perfect world that would happen, but it's not always gonna be like people are gonna not. And thank you, I mean, like, I think it's just one of those things, you're coexisting and loving each other, and knowing that he's, just be grateful for him more so than, like, he didn't notice this. Well, yeah. I think it's knowing that you don't probably notice things he does, and No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying if anything, you're like way ahead of most married couples. Most married couples have that happen the first year. Couple of years, right? I mean, like, it's the honeymoon phase. You're like, you guys are growing together. That's important. So I think it's a growth thing. It's learning to just compromise with each other and not feel like you need to it's looking at him and him looking at you as not things that need to be done, but things that are just, I mean, it's like stopping the rat race sometimes, I think it's an understanding that sometimes things aren't going to be equal, and not worry about that as much as just more of concentrate on your love for each other more so than what's all happening around that. I mean, like, there is going to be times it's just sitting with each other and sometimes maybe you do have to sit with each other and say, okay, I'm going to tell you what I'm appreciative of what you did this week, and then he can do that way you guys, if you guys feel like you need to do that, that might be a good thing. So, oh my God. Okay. So, yeah, we're gonna okay, you got blocked. All right. I'm not talking to you, Insky. I'm talking about to this person here. All right. Let's see if I can erase this comment here. All right, we muted his live too. Okay. Yeah, they will. They will. I think it's just, just being there for each other. You just, it's knowing why you are together more so than all that's just clouding it is just noise and stuff that's going to go away. It's just knowing why you're together and how you feel for that person. And it's because you know, it's just understanding that, you know, and you know how appreciative they are normally. It's just feeling, it's something that you put your perception on and your mind on so much that now it's become a thing, you know, and it's don't allow that mold to grow on that. It's like, okay, now you're like more concerned about it, or, you know, it's allow it, just try to center your attention away from it, and the gratitude that you have more so than the negative. So thank you, N, for coming. You know, I know it's hard. I have had little ones, and you know, mom and all this, and it's like yeah, it's like you start, like, he'll say something like, I did this today, and then he wants you to, but you're tired, and you're like, but I did this today, you know, like, I did this, and it's like, but he's not mentioning it because he doesn't think you did anything, you know, it's because he wants you to say, oh, okay, thanks, you know, it's like, and it's understanding that. So, yeah. It's difficult. So, hi, Ranky. Oh, Ranky, I think you will. I feel like it's going to be a slow process, but I feel you will. I just had to do that for Ranky because, yeah, emotions are energy in motion. So I feel like you will be Ranky. I just had to say it, you will, because Spirit was like, yes, tell her that. Okay. So I want you, it's going to be a process though. Okay. I'm only doing one more reading. It's Disney fan. She waited, I think. And, and then I'm going to go, then I'm done, but I'm going to be back. I promise. So I'll be back, and, I'll be back Tuesday at 5:00. So if you come back then, I'll let you know. Bye, Aspie. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Okay, Disney fan said, energy reading for you. You're okay. So you wanna? Bye. Bye. I appreciate you too. Thank you. You'll be fine. Yeah. It'll work out. Okay. Noxie. Okay. I'll remember it. Okay, let's see. Disney fan, are you still here, hon? I think you are. Hi, Nandash. Let's see if I'm not getting the messages. Oh, you're here. Okay. Okay, so you had a question about energy reading for you. You're a Virgo female and a Sag male, please. So the energy between the two of you, is that what you're asking about, Disney? Dan? Well, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Where the connection's heading. Okay. I don't know why. I don't know if this is involved with you in this man. I feel like I don't know why. I saw like a diner, like an old, you know, it makes me feel like a 1950s diner type feel, like a diner, you know? I don't know if you understand that, Disney fan. And I don't know if you work at one. It just feels like a diner, like, you know, like I mean, I guess it could be a restaurant, but it feels like a 1950s diner feel where you have the booths and stuff. I don't know if you've been there with this person. It just felt like a lot of interactions. Hi, and I'm about to. I'm on my last reading, and sorry, I'm going to sign off after I'm done giving Disney fan a reading. So I'm gonna. But I'm gonna be back on Tuesday at 5. If you come back then, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, so let's see. I'll get a card deck. I feel like the connection is heading. I feel like it is heading in a. I feel like it's. I don't know why, but I feel like it's pretty new, or it feels like it feels new. It feels like a couple months new. But then I also feel like it used to be at one point and then that came back. I don't know if that makes sense, Disney fan. So I feel like it's like, but I don't know if it's because it was like a flirting thing at one point, and then something happened where you were dating someone else, and then you started dating like now, or are together, or you only recently met. Okay, but it felt like maybe you would have flirted at one point, but then maybe I'm just sensing like it didn't go on a date right away. It was more of a waiting in between. There was an in between time. Oh, if this is for you. Ancestors in the quest. Oh, that doesn't seem right. Okay. Let me get a different card deck. I feel like this one's still stuck with something else. Oh, I want a card deck, but okay, here, trust my deck. Okay. So, I feel like he's not one to be very like talkative. I feel like he's one that's more I want to say a silent type, but just very measured in what he says, if that makes sense, and or if that resonates. But it just he is. I feel like he is a deep thinker. Of very interesting to you, and I feel like there's an interesting factor of that he's very interesting to you, that he has a lot of knowledge in different aspects of, and he brings up these in what you guys discuss. But I feel like he's not one to like. I feel like he's not one to like just start talking about them himself. You kind of bring up like, and it'll kind of spark an interest. It says call on your angels. I feel like it was kind of, I feel like you do feel like there is something more to this connection though, because of the way, I feel, you had ancestors too before. I feel like it's just the way you connected with him. It feels like it's like something, it feels different. It just feels like a different feeling, than you've had before. And it's like more of a soul connection of some sorts, but you wouldn't want to, I don't know, admit that outwardly, but I always think you're waiting for the other shoe to drop, and it's not. This time is not. It's not gonna. I feel like you're waiting for like something. It seems too good, and it feels too good, and I feel like you're wondering, like, is this really what's happening right now? I feel like there's something else that's gonna happen, and I feel like it's like, no, you actually have. It is meant to be this way. So I feel like it is, the other shoe's not going to drop. He's not going to all of a sudden, be a whatever. I don't feel like it's going to be something. Yeah. You're going to have to I feel like you have to reconsider the reality you live in, which is, the reality you live in is, that you do deserve love, and you this is something good, I just feel like he's just not. That's exactly how you feel. Yeah. I just feel like it's somebody you would normally not, like, you'd be like, I just feel like it's somebody you would normally not probably pick. I mean, I'm not saying that it's bad, but I'm just saying it's somebody like, but you're like, you have this connection with them. And I feel like, yeah, okay. And then it says, just take it easy. Just enjoy it. Enjoy the time, you know, don't overthink things and, you know, just be present and be with them and, you know, enjoy your, I think, you know, not worry about, don't worry about the end goal, you know? I think it's always worrying about, well, is this right? Is that, well, it doesn't have, you just don't worry about that. Yeah. You know? So there you go, Disney fan. Okay. I think it's a good thing. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna sign off. It was great to see you, and thank you for everything. And I'll see you again on Tuesday at 5 o'clock. All right. I'll see you again soon. All right. See you then. Thanks for coming and all the gifts and everything. I appreciate it. And I'll